CCW Coastal Championship Wrestling Breaking Chains returns Saturday, October 5th at the Coral Springs Charter School Gym. Davey Boy Smith Jr., Matt Stryker, and this man, a legend, the Brooklyn Brawler Steve Lombardi, 30 plus years with WWE. That says it all right there. Successful career. Thank you so much, Brooklyn Brawler. What's it going to be like coming down to South Florida for CCW?
I'm looking forward to coming to CCW. I'm going to come to CCW with all my knowledge and experience of 32 years in WWE. And you can't teach experience. You got to experience it.
What was it like your career? 30 plus years WWE. That says it all right there. But what was that experience like for you? You did a lot, not only in the ring, but behind the scenes.
Yeah, well, what happened was I started off as an enhancement talent, and I was just working with everyone and learning in the ring. It was like on-the-job training. You learn as you go along. Then Bobby Heenan had an opening where he needed to have a new wrestler that he would manage, and he chose me. Now, I was Steve Lombardi, and Bobby Heenan came up with the Brooklyn Brawler, told me to wear ripped-up jeans and wear a Yankee shirt because he says everybody hated the Yankees back then. You know, we're going back 35 years.
Yeah, but a lot of people still have the Yankees today, too. So, how did you come up with the tattered shirt, too? Is that something you did or you got, and the hat and the cigar?
Believe it or not, I got the Yankee shirt. Bobby told me to rip it up. And then I would never forget, in one of the arenas, Bobby took me in the back. It was like, I think it was Hershey Park Arena. And he seen some dirt there. And he says, roll around in the dirt. And I says, what the hell are you talking about? He goes, I want you to be from the streets of Brooklyn. You're going to be all dirty. You're going to come out like a madman. You know, so I just followed his lead the whole way, and it worked.
Were you always an aficionado of cigars?
The cigars, actually, believe it or not, I never lit it. Last year, I got endorsed. The whole Brooklyn Brawler cigar, I got endorsed by a cigar company.
That's great.
Is that funny?
That's the best right there. All right, so you got to tell us a little baseball background, because were you a Yankees fan?
Well, my family was all Mets fans, so I wasn't really a big sports guy. But, you know, I always leaned towards what my family leaned towards. Because we used to go to Shea Stadium. My uncle used to take us there. And, you know, we went to club. I didn't go to many ball games, maybe 4 in my whole life.
And then how did you get started in professional wrestling?
Showing up. And, first working out, getting in shape, gaining weight, showing up, and getting a rapport with the guys. There was this bar. We used to go to the Garden every time they came. They were coming like every month. The Garden was a regular show, and I would go to the Garden, and this guy next to me goes, "Hey, these wrestlers, they go and they hang out at the Savoy after the Garden. If you want to meet them." I said, "Shit, yeah." I was with a bunch of friends. I said, "You guys want to go?" We went, and I walk in. I see, oh, he's Mr. Fuji, because they showed the Garden's over. You wait about what time you get out? They get out the back. They get into the bar. So by the time we got there, I see Mr. Fuji, Cowboy Barbour, and I mean, Arnold Skolin, who was detrimental in me starting in the business. And who else? Snooker. He was there too. And he was the friendliest guy out of all of them. And everybody else was like, saying, "Get away from me, kid, you bother me," you know, like Fuji wouldn't give me the time of day. And then, you know, his little crew was Barbour Jr. and anybody with Fuji, you know, they would follow suit. But month after month after month after month, I kept going. And the rapport I started making with all the wrestlers, because they see me constantly. So Arnold Skolin, I went up to him one day, I got a brainstorm. He says, "Hey, Arnold, why did you get started in this wrestling?" He goes, "Hey, Mr. Fuji, this guy's telling me how you get started in wrestling." And I said, he said, "It's not easy, kid." So then eventually, after a couple more Gardens, Skolin told me to show up in Shirley, Long Island, and they put me against S.T. Jones. And I've never been in the ring, never did anything, but I did take judo, and you know, I was in shape. But I just listened, shut my mouth, and got through it. And then as I did that, then I followed suit where I would show up at the house shows on my own dime. And if somebody didn't show up, which did happen a lot back then, there was a lot of guys that would miss shows for whatever demons they had, and I would work, and then I would get paid. But if somebody wasn't missing, I'd lose my money. I'd lose my trans, no pay. So it's a risk I took, but it paid off. The first year, just showing up like that, I did it 40 grand. They used to be handwritten booking sheets. They were just a handout. And then one day my name appeared on the booking sheet. That freaked me out because now you're really getting it. And then it just progressed. Years passed. I mean, 32 years. Think about the progression. It wasn't very fast. And that's how I got in. That was the question.
Was that also something that when you were young, you really wanted to give that a try, or that's something that came later on as you were a teenager that you wanted to try?
The weirdest thing is I had no intention of being a wrestler. Me and my brothers used to always look at Lucha Libre, Channel 47 down in New York. And we used to look at wrestling magazines. And I never forget this. I even put this in my book. We looked at the wrestling magazines. We'd see Bruno Sammartino, Big Bounce. She was on top of the world back then. Chief J Strongbow, Superstar Billy Graham. Look at the size of his arms. We're all working out. Like we're saying his arms are huge, this and that. Never realizing, I'm looking at this as a kid. I wrestled every single one of those people. No, you're right. It was the end of their career and the beginning of my career.
Did your brothers want to get involved in pro wrestling?
No.
And no, I was going to say, your father, tell me if this is wrong, because I was looking up information. Your father worked as an airline mechanic, is that correct?
True, Eastern Airlines.
Eastern Airlines, I remember Eastern. Wow, I even have a logo. I have a little button of Eastern Airlines with the University of Miami logo on it. Very cool, back in the day. I mean, but that was something, did you ever consider going into that profession?
No.
And also, you studied biochemistry at St. Francis College?
I don't know where to get the information, but that's accurate.
What was that? I mean, was that something, okay, if pro wrestling doesn't pan out, I'm going to do this? Or was that something just to do at the time?
The pro wrestling happened while I was in college. I think I did 1.5 years, and then I quit. I quit for the wrestling, but because I had a group of friends that was downtown Brooklyn. I had a group of friends that was just over the bridge to go to the garden. We would go to the garden every month. That's where it all started. And I was still in college.
Now, you went from college to getting involved in pro wrestling, have this long, successful career, and you're also a published author. Is this correct?
Yes, it is.
There's so many hats that you've worn.
Brawler Unfiltered. It's on Amazon. It's on like 20 different things. I don't even know in my head.
I mean, you've done so much in your career. What things are, like, you're going to be at the CCW show, which is going to be very cool. I mean, do you even remember the last time you might have been in South Florida?
Probably with WWE sometime. I don't know if they run